Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I am Mega400, and in this episode, more stuff. We're gonna head over here. This is an island we could never reach beforehand because, well, we couldn't fly. And there's no ferry, which I don't know how all these people got here. Like, there's some people from the mainland who got here too. Maybe they just swam, or maybe there was a boat. And this guy is obsessed with the Black Omen as well, and this old lady is talking about the Northern Ruins. There's something eerie about the Northern Ruins, so that's our side quest for this, 2 episodes actually. It's the Northern Ruins side quest, and this is Frog or slash Slim's side quest. So this house, we have these guys. We're only trainees. The boss is at his favorite cafe. We're only trainees. The boss is. Well, I guess you guys are also parrots because you're just repeating the same thing each other says. So yeah, the boss of these guys who are trainees of something is in the cafe, and he is a carpenter who can help us in our quest to do stuff in the Northern Ruins. His tools have been stolen, though, so he can't get any work done, and instead of trying to search for his tools, he's going to fill himself full of soda pop. And yeah, there's no alcohol. Soda pop. Get drunk off soda pop. I don't think there has to be anything said for that. It's drunk off soda pop. I love soda pop. 1 bottle of soda pop, 2 bottles of soda pop, 3 bottles of soda pop on the wall. Wait, that's how it go anyway. I don't know. Anyway, if you go here in the present, you won't be able to really go anywhere because everything has holes. And this place is guarded by this really odd-looking knight who is named Cyrus. Wait a minute, that name sounds familiar. Well, anyway, yeah, this guy, Cyrus, he cannot kill him. You cannot do anything to him, and I think he technically could kill you, but, the battle just ends automatically, because no matter what you do, you can't beat him at all. It's like impossible to kill this guy. So try as you might, use all your attacks, you won't be able to kill Cyrus. Again, look how odd he looks. He looks really odd. I even think he has a face. I don't know what he has. I guess maybe he's like it's just the helmet's empty, just a suit of armor. I don't know. What do I really care? But afterwards, after a few attempts of trying to kill him, my sword hath no effect. Glenn. Cyrus, 'tis me, Glenn. What, Glenn? Grrr, I hate frogs. A frog killed my father. Yeah, so he is mad at Glenn. Why? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, you would think that... I don't know. I'm not sure why he's gone crazy, because once you finish the second quest, you know he wasn't mad at him, so what, he just was lonely? He was like, Glenn abandoned me, but I thought you realized he didn't... You'll see. It's... That whole ghost thing is kind of pointless. Maybe he just lost hope after all these years. Not to mention the fact is, wait, it's 600, right? And this is 1,000, so that's it was 200 years, right? Or... Yeah, but it was called the Millennium Fair. Maybe I'm counting wrong. It was 1,000, it was a millennium. Yeah, pipe down, I'll tell you when I had enough soda pop. I'm not drunk. I'm just high on life. Wait. No, I messed up references horribly. And what was I talking about? The whole, yeah, the Glenn thing doesn't really make sense. But anyway, that's basically what our goal is. We have to soothe his spirit in the past. So, our first order of business is to find the tools. That guy, as you saw, said that he has tools. We can borrow them from his wife because he's too lazy and too drunk to go get them. Pal, right in the kisser. So she will give us the tools off the top of the refrigerator, and her son is just wandering around. You know that's the thing about NPCs. A lot of times they'll just wander around aimlessly doing nothing. You would think they have something of interest to do, instead of just walk in place all day. I think I have yet to see a game that's been creative with their NPC act. Well, there probably is some. I just not one I remember off the top of my head of like a game that has creative NPC action that's just not like. I mean, it might be repeating, but it's not like walking in place or a little bit. You know, like look, they're supposed to be sitting down. They're walking in place while sitting. That doesn't make sense. Who does that? Besides cavemen. So yeah, now that we gave that guy his tools, he's suddenly back in his house, and he will start working on the ruins. Can carpenters work with stone? That's always like the whole place is made of stone, and you know he repairs the stone. I guess masonry is kind of an offshoot of carpentry, or a part of it, or like a section of it. I don't know. I'm not a carpenter. I'm an animator, or hoping to get better at animation. Anyway, he won't repair all the holes because he is a coward and there are monsters hiding. So yeah, that guy's a little bit of annoying. And the first time he does it for free, but later you'll have to pay him to do it. I think you have to have it repaired 3 times because even when there's no monsters the second time, he still doesn't finish the job. I think he's just trying to get more money out of us. Anyway, these sentries, they're not too difficult. They're pretty easy. There's probably some trick to beating them in terms of like magic effectiveness, but you know, just good old brute force works here as well. Oh, sorry. What to talk about then? Obesity. I'm gonna talk about obesity. And actually, I can't remember the name. This is back when I asked about a topic. Someone gave me this topic, and you know, I kind of put off on because I wanted to kind of back off on ranting a little bit too much, a little bit less. But obesity. Should we be so concerned with obesity? I mean, I'm overweight. That's a fact. I'm overweight. I'm not thin. But like, there's all these programs about worrying about overweight people. You know, part of me, and it's about a balance. Like, part of me is, okay, they're heavy. Is it really our duty to make? Is it really the country's duty to worry, or other people's duty to worry about what others are doing? Now, again, it's a balance of things. It's not just, you don't want to just say, screw you, do whatever you want. You can go kill yourself, I don't care. Sometimes you have to say, well, I have to step in. There's obviously, they need help, and I have to be nice and give it to them. And this applies to many things, not just obesity, but other times it's like, well, it's their life. If they want to do it, it's their choice. Now, and it depends on what kind of choices you're making. If you're, trying to work on getting food being healthier and having less, fattening foods, trying to make food more healthy, in terms of, what we produce, I don't think that's a horrible idea. I think, and giving information, even though no one reads it, but giving information in the fast food restaurants for like different foods, that's not a bad idea. I do think that sometimes people go overboard. Wasn't there? There was a story I read. I think there was a story. It was that something about, I think it was an adoption. This was a long time ago. I read it. Well, a long time ago, and nowadays it probably wasn't even a year ago. But maybe it was a year ago. Story about, I think, a kid who was being adopted, and his family was, or maybe they took him away. I can't remember. There was something with either they took the kid away because he was in a family that, the family was, they were afraid that the family had an unhealthy lifestyle, and maybe it might have been an adoption. They adopted a kid, and they were afraid the family had an unhealthy lifestyle, so they didn't want him to be adopted by them. I really don't remember. If anyone actually remembers the story and wants to post it, sure. But yeah, I don't remember the story for sure. But like that kind of stuff. It's not our right to tell. I personally don't think you should go that far. You could say, well, you ask a question like, the parents should have the ability to raise the kid, and you say, well, what if the parents are doing a horrible job at raising it? Well, there's a fine line between when you should step in and you shouldn't. If the parents are beating them with whips, I think you should step in. But if they're feeding them, and yeah, this is Frog's strongest move, Frog Squash. But if the parents are feeding their kids cheeseburgers, I don't think that's really a motive for other people to step in, no matter who it is. And maybe family members, maybe friends, but I don't think it's right for like the government or agencies to step in and say, we don't think you're taking good care of your kids, because though I'm vaguely remembering the story more now. There was more to the story, but actually I'm out of time. So this has been Mega 500 reminding you that whipping your kids is not good. At all. Nope.